was in the
Nigga,
store.
you dad. Where your daughter at? You a dad.
She inside the store.
Where your daughter at? You a dad?
You a dad. Nigga need to stop being so
She in the
mad.
store.
Cause that shit looks
You're not making a point. Where your child at?
Nigga, you worse than Brad.
Is
You
he
here
with the
with
other
me.
baby
I wouldn't
daddy?
be talking to your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Where your child at?
Don't matter.
Where?
Don't matter.
Anytime. Where are... You're a sloppy, dirty, weed-head project mama with bad pH. The fuck
What you want me to do? That my kids don't be here. They all gone.
Yeah, I know they ain't never there. Because you ain't a mother.
Yeah, you're right.
You're trash, like I keep saying. And like I said, I don't blame you. I blame concrete. Niggas like concrete.
You don't know how many kids that I have.
Let's get a topic, Nate.
I have.
See, this is why we need Nate. Nate would have stepped in
You don't know how
and
many
said,
kids that
stop
I
this
have.
ghetto nonsense. Let's get a good, clean topic.
She get mad because she got pointed out for exactly what she is. Trash.
How many kids have? You're a dad.
Two
Yeah, I know I'm a dad. Where's
hands
yours?
You mad?
Where's
I ain't
yours?
with my kids. You mad?
topic.
Exactly.
I ain't
You
with
live
my
in a
kids. You
basement with
mad?
your mom. Where's your dad at?
We don't got basements. I'm in
Yeah,
Florida.
you live.
We don't have a basement.
No, wrong. You niggas don't be listening to shit you say. I know your mother and father are separated or they're divorced.
I don't have a
I know
basement.
your father failed because
I
you
don't have a basement.
You live in a house with your mother.
You're your daughter. You're with your daughter. Look,
You live in a house with your mother
everyone
and your
sees
child.
who
Where's
you
the
are
baby
now.
father
So
at?
keep it up.
You loser.
Keep it
You're a
up.
fucking
I'm a
loser.
woman.
I didn't even want to do this
I'm
to
a
you.
woman.
I had to say what you did.
You're mad.
Tone it down. Don't do it, brother.
I don't understand.
Look, you didn't want to do it. Don't do it. You didn't want to do it.
I need to explain to her exactly why
You
she
can't
failed.
explain my life. You don't know what you're
Stop
talking
that
about.
shit. Cease and
You're
desist.
not with
You
your
don't know
baby
what you're
father.
talking about.
You're not married. You're not with the baby father.
I'm
You
still
live in
well
a home with your mother. And
I'm
you're
well
alive.
kept.
Like the niggas who done
I'm well
everything right.
kept. I'm well kept.
You're not kept. You live at home with your
Very
mom.
kept. You don't know what you're talking
Your
about.
mom keeps your kid.
No,
Like you
she
go out
doesn't.
smoking, fuck up the niggas in the back.
That's right. Now you're really mad at you.
Back up, brother. Stop, brother.
That's not a fist. We know trash.
Yeah, but you wrong,
trash
though.
act the same.
My mom is actually
Low in the wind. They always get caught on your bumper. You
How?
always act the
I don't have my son down and I'm on here cooking.
No.
I'm cooking, but you're saying I use someone to watch my son.
Now I'm like you.
And I'm on the grill.
Like you now.
I'm on the grill. And I don't have my kids. I'm on the grill and I work. You're wrong.
You are. You're eating their food.
No,
in
you're
their
wrong.
refrigerator. You're using
I
up
have
their
my own
electricity.
money.
And
You're
when you
wrong.
do decide to clean your
You're very
stinking
wrong.
ass shithole of a
I'm
pussy,
sorry
you're
that you're
using
wrong.
that
You're
water.
just making up stuff now.
There ain't no
It's
make.
sad.
That's not
And you
making up.
still got that crib in Texas?
You stink. I know you stink.
AK, please don't tell him
You
nothing.
smell like
You know what I'm saying? I want
know
him to
your
know
shit smells
what
like
he's talking
STD.
about, AK.
I don't want to say.
I know that
He
you
has
me
no
all the
clue.
time.
He has no clue, AK. Just
If
leave it
your
alone,
father
bro.
wasn't, if your mother wasn't there, who would wash your ass?
Just let him
How would
cry
you wash your ass, little girl?
and make up stuff about
If
my
your
life and
mother
think
wasn't
it's
there,
cool.
how would you wash
Because
your
he
ass?
thinks he's
Tell
right.
me,
You're
tell me.
wrong.
Who's paying the bills
I'm
there?
not telling you anything.
Who's paying the
You
bills
keep
there?
making up what
Is it you?
is right.
Is it you?
You're over here
Is it you?
judging someone
No,
making
it's
up
not.
about their
It's your
lives.
mother.
And you
It's
think
probably
you're like
still
some
getting
honorable
child
black
support from one of
man
your
that
other
deserves
raggedy ass
respect.
sons. Your
You
raggedy ass
don't
brothers.
deserve any respect.
You don't deserve
Now, why
it.
would I
You
need
shouldn't
to
even be
go
talking to
tell
me.
you
I'm so
about me?
far
Watch
off.
this,
You were
y'all.
sick.
Watch this.
Watch this.
You're wrong for this brother line. You're wrong for this brother line.
Good morning.
Man, you gotta hear cry for I never thought I'd see the day. Concrete. Love
Hey, concrete.
That's you. That's you.
Concrete.
That's you.
Have you ever had a friend that just
I'm proud of you, Concrete.
Hey, concrete. Have you ever had a friend that just lives in complete and total denial? They don't realize that they're the problem at the party. They don't realize they're the problem everywhere they go.
Wait, Jazzy, your friend? Thank God, no.
All of you are technically
Well,
my
you should
friends.
tell Jazzy that you're her friend.
Wait, hold on, AK. But here's the thing. You gotta tell these people the truth in order for them to change their bad behavior.
I got a friend just like that named Lion.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta point. You have to point. You gotta. Hey, listen. Metaphorically speaking, you gotta let them know.
Still yelling about nothing.
You gotta let them know they gotta put.
God, I live in the basement and my mom takes care of me. He pays for everything.
Something that is more
You
emotional.
are not a real friend to them if you allow them to continue.
Hey, everybody trying to correct you, black man, black ghetto hood booger. You should shut up like a black man.
Listen, I live in a
Like the white man corrected you for years.
All of my.
You live in a white man's society, nigga. You ain't never got nothing. The white man is always gonna be better than the black man. And what I see a black man is not trust.
Come
A white man is always gonna and look at how stop pushing your butt concrete. Stop pushing your butt concrete. And go on you. You don't even
That's inappropriate studying.
stop pushing your butt concrete.
Fucking crazy.
You're mad because you can't penetrate. You can't penetrate my life. You're not hurting my feelings. Nothing you saying is right. Nothing you saying is right. Everything you saying is
Feelings are
right.
hurt because you're responding, Jazz.
My feelings are hurt.
Yes.
Who in here screaming about me? Even when I
You keep coming out the mic.
You think I left the room and was talking about you after I
You have
left?
to say whatever.
You think I left the room and was like, oh,
I didn't say anything
no,
about
I
you.
left the room and I didn't say
It
anything.
shows your insensitivity.
You're still talking about
It shows your sensitivity.
but you're still talking about
You just talk louder and louder and louder. It's trying to drown out the person talking about you.
You're yelling in my face. It's not my fault I have a good phone. I'm not even yelling.
You would shut up and take it if you were such a
Your
small
mic is
person.
cracked. You got a truck driver mic.
Half of them niggas ain't worth one of me.
And I don't
All 35 of
understand.
them niggas
Is
ain't
your
worth
daughter
one of
looking at
me.
you right now? Put it together. Your daughter was in the car with you?
All this nothing.
How you know that to be
You
true?
did
What if I
everything
show
the
you
wrong
some
way
money
in
that I
life, but
just
now you're
got the
attacking
other
everybody
day?
that did everything right.
What if I show you some money that I just got the
What
other
is
day?
that?
I have a man that's been in my life.
You do not have a man. If you have a man, you
That's
would
a
not
baby
get
daddy.
almost out.
Jasmine, that's a baby.
You're wrong.
If you have a man,
Daddy,
you
that's
would
a
And
baby
why
daddy.
is it three men jumping one woman?
That ain't a husband.
not into
Jasmine.
mama's
I'm trying to
house.
understand why three men jumping one woman.
To mama's house.
Why is three
Don't you
men
understand
jumping
that?
one woman?
You would not be at your
Why is three strong grown men jumping
I
one
know your
woman?
daddy never talked to you.
Now that's when I leave the room and
Teaching you a fucking lesson as you
and I love this for y'all. And Rich, please go drive
All
Uber.
you doing is getting ass.
Ryan, go drive a truck. You guys literally are drivers that are living
A movie, one movie, maybe some
nothing you say matters. I don't even have three kids. I have three baby
Like any
daddies.
one of these
What
niggas.
the hell are you talking about?
How many phone numbers you got,
kids
Rich?
do I have?
How many
How many
fucking
kids do I have? How many kids do I have?
That's retarded. You
How
spend
many
your
kids do I
time
have?
making fucking. I don't have to do anything, bro.
How many kids do I have?
Yo, son, it's every other second you gotta do something. You gotta do something different. AI writes out.
How many kids do I have, Ryan? How many kids do I have?
This man.
How many kids do I have? You didn't know how many kids I
I
have.
got 3 kids and 5 baby
You got
daddies.
one child and you're
Yeah.
not with the baby father and you live at your mama's house.
What else? What else?
You live at your mama's house.
Okay.
Talking shit.
I don't have sex and smoke.
You smoke all
Yeah.
the fucking time.
Okay. When the last time you watched her while I went and had sex?
You probably play Madden all day.
When I don't even have a console or fucking
You're a female version.
I don't have a
of
console.
losing
I
ass
don't
nigga.
games like that.
You're a female version of a losing ass nigga.
That's weird.
You were a
You
nigga.
can't make up stuff. It's true. I don't even have a game system.
And lying shit
I
is
don't have
like
an Xbox login. I don't have a PlayStation account. I don't
You
play
come
games
on
like
here
that.
to
lying
So
shit.
now what?
Lying
What's
shit
that?
is for like woman. You gotta teach her, bro.
And then you're mad.
I work for myself, by the way. Like,
About the pizza index. I'm gonna tell you about the pizza index. Wait,
I work
just
for
like
myself.
basically the
I'm like
pizza index.
that sits in
It's
box.
like, come on,
You still have a restaurant. You still don't really work.
So,
You sitting in your
index. I'm going to pizza index. Like, you gotta get this in like white people in this.
Talking about you.
Pizza index. That's good right now.
You don't get on your laptop all day.
Lion the one dragging you. What the fuck? Lion's the one dragging you. Why are you mad at me? Focus on mine.
Trying to come for me.
Oh, it's so weird. What's this pizza index shit? Jazzy, you stand on Lion's neck? That's all I heard.
This shit get really real.
I heard Jazzy stand on Lion's neck, bro. That shit was wild.
That shit be
I was listening on Kanye, but it's live
You
stream.
need to do something right.
Jazzy was fucking George Floyd Lion.
I told you you didn't want this shit. I'm over here trying to be nice and
Also,
cordial.
what knowledge? What was Nathan talking about? Because Toxic Taylor allows every man to call
I told you you didn't want me to tell you you were I told you you didn't want it.
That's wild that Nathan was talking that.
This shit gonna hurt.
I told you you didn't want me to yell things to make up stuff and lie on you on the internet. I told you. I'm a man. I'm a man. You sound like Brad. I'm a man. I'm not with my daughter. I'm a man.
Mama gotta
I'm
take
gonna
care of
beat
you.
you up. You're a black
You
woman.
don't see the shame in
You're
that.
a black woman. And you
Nah,
don't
shit, Israelite, bro. You gotta talk to her with some respect, Lion.
I told you you didn't
That's
want
an
it.
Israelite woman.
Hey, listen.
I told you you didn't want this.
Terrible.
Jazzy, you gotta respect Lion. He's a fellow Israelite.
That's the problem.
She comes from a Hebrew Israelite politics.
You didn't do anything.
She a Hebrew Israelite.
You ain't just never looked at
That's
me.
tough, Congressman. That's tough. That pizza index shit, that's tough.
You understand the message?
Yeah, this shit was like a woman acting like a black
Dumbass black women do.
disease, bro. That shit.
Nah,
She a Hebrew Israelite, bro. She moved. She left. She ran away.
I know she would. That's the smartest thing she did already.
Would y'all shut the fuck up, bro? We trying to talk about shit, bro. We don't care about the yo, we about to fucking talk about shit, not other women's pussy, bro. Jazzy ran away, bro. That was wild. Y'all not even fucking these bitches. That ain't even a Hebrew Israelite woman. That's a black woman line. God damn.
They said that Trump hasn't been seen black woman, black woman.
Jacobus, did you enjoy it?
She was like, I am not dead. I'm beautiful. I got big titties. She was crashing the fuck out.
Y'all niggas was crashing out. I'm out the way.
I'm not crashing out.
Jacobus. Yeah, she was. She was crashing out. You fucked him up last night. Yeah, you started cussing. You started cussing at the time. My nigga.
It's going to go all day long. People will be arguing and screaming at each other all day long. I have another room open
You ever
called
seen Haga crash out?
Chosen 3.0 Toxic IQ. It's cute. I would run.
Hiccup has to wait patiently until the person shuts up. Did you hear this person ever shut up? No,
Yes.
they just kept going.
Lion, I heard you.
They kept trying to do the drown out method. You know what that is? The drown out method, where you just make just a lot of noise pollution and keep talking over the person so they can't say anything. And then the room will go, oh, she won, she did, she did.
Enough of that. Look, let me ask you a question. Why do you say that you're from East St. Louis instead of just St. Louis? Like what?
Because I'm
He's
from the east side of East St. Louis is in Illinois.
Yeah, he's from the hood.
And St. Louis is from the Missouri side.
I just want to let you know, mine still prove my point. Just what you just did just now, you proved my point.
Oh, look at her back
It's a
in her
river that
girl.
divides us.
Girl SWAT.
You just proved my point, bro.
Yeah, girl
And because
SWAT.
of-
Girl gang.
And because of that, because of the river that divides us, it's almost as if you're in if you go to the two different places, if you come up missing,
East St. Louis is dirty as fuck.
we'll have you come up missing.
Missouri sounds nice.
Little Richard. Get found in a dumpster.
Yeah, West St. Louis, nice. East is dirty as fuck. Get it.
You get found in a burning car somewhere, Richard. Little Richie.
Hey, you know what? I gave you flowers for packing up Jazzy. Chill
That
fuck.
ain't no weird. She's already retarded.
And now you got Guava doing the girl squad gang.
She has to. That's her friend.
Trying to hop in the car and hit the girl with a coat.
I respect that more than anything right there. She, even though her friend is wrong, she's still going to support her friend and protect her.
Yeah.
I respect it. That's better than a lot of you bitch ass niggas in this room. I never lied or deceived anybody. I told you that this is what I'm here to do. You act like a fucking monkey. I'm gonna throw shit at your cage. You act like a decent, respectful man or a woman.
Can you admit that you act like a monkey? Can you admit that you act like a monkey?
Say it again.
Can you admit that you act like a monkey?
I just stated it. Didn't you hear me say that?
No, I didn't hear you clearly.
Why the fuck did you wake that shit up on Pierre? Pierre should have had a pass, bro. He sound gay.
You know what?
You wake that shit up on Pierre. Pierre sound gay. I don't know why he couldn't say the D word.
These niggas
On
totally
here?
Yeah, Pierre, the guy who's calling Jazzy a D word.
Is that rich?
Of course it is, Violet.
But you spinning the narrative
You're
around.
good Puerto Rican, though, Violet. I'll give you that.
If she started with you started with
She
her,
did.
Brian.
She
And
did.
that's the part that's hypocritical.
No,
You
it's not. She
making it
did.
seem like, oh, if she going ape out, then I'm an ape out. You antagonized her first.
I did not.
Yes, you
Like,
did.
here's the thing you women, you don't notice about yourselves. You all do the actual disrespect first. And then when you're hoping and praying that the male is just gonna
So was she talking to you earlier?
overlook it, don't even pay attention to
Was
it,
she
don't
talking
even
to you
respond.
earlier?
You're hoping that wait a second, you're hoping that the man doesn't do
Hold on,
anything, right?
Nathan, that's Jason
But
right
then-
there. That's rich.
But then when you run across a man that's actually going is a physical feature. Third, you try to attack his financial status, and then fourth, you try to attack his family. These are all behaviors of the same victims. It's fake. It's
Fine, you
you're not a
started with her
victim at all.
first. I hear
You're not a
everything you're
victim.
saying.
So me knowing this about your behavior, I'm gonna attack all of those things first
I
before you
understand
do.
it, but you started with
And
her
then
first.
after that, what you do is you start screaming that you need help from the other people in the room because you're the one starting this shit.
Right, you're not.
We were having a civil. We're always having a civil, basic conversation.
She didn't
I'm
speak.
not allowed to say.
Hold on. She was not talking to you. She was talking about her room. She even upped the black men, and she used Kendall
And I
as
said that's a lie.
That's not a lie.
That
You
is a
took
lie.
in it. That's not
That's a lie. Listen,
She
it's a
was
lie.
talking about her room.
First of all, you disrespected this
You
room.
jumped in and said, I tried to help those black women over there, and I
Guava.
was unsuccessful. She was
Guava.
not talking to you.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to do
Wait,
all
no, you said you her friend, motherfucker. You can't say you not my friend now.
Hey, don't
Say
do
that
this.
earlier,
Hey,
son.
hey,
Also,
hey,
Guava, you see how that didn't work?
hold on.
Don't get
Hold
shit.
on. Let's learn something. Hey, let's not burn bridges. Let's learn something. So what happened? Wait a second. So she makes a statement
You
saying
won't
that
get
she
kicked out
respects
anyway,
me.
Rich.
She makes a statement saying that she respects me. She makes a statement saying that she respects men. That was the lie. That's all I came off the mic to say. Because she got angry because she was pointed out for actually not respecting me. She gets all loud, ghetto fire like she usually
You
does.
should
In
have
her room.
never said anything to
In
her.
her, no, don't tell me what I should have never said. I got the right to say whatever I want to say, just like you do. Every fucking day.
It don't matter who she disrespects.
Why does it not
She did
matter?
disrespect you.
You're making my point. Why doesn't it matter that she disrespects
You
people
started
first?
with her. I don't care.
Why does it not matter that she disrespects people
You
first?
started with her.
This is the problem that you're not even listening. It's a problem when we're pointing out the obvious.
You are you everybody?
That's how AI generates 100.
Are you lying or are you everybody?
Sleep, wake up.
You're defending bad behavior.
Honest, I'm gonna go get up because this is
You're defending bad behavior. Now it's time to run. Exit stage right.
Counsel me now, alright?
You don't want to be accountable for nothing. You don't see the problem. You don't see the problem with the behavior. And so therefore we're always going to have the same circular arguments over and over and over
I don't need to be that covert. Rich, you feel me?
And so,
You respect me.
Yeah, you want to troll rooms, you need to work.
and that's okay.
And that's not disrespect by pointing out.
Yeah, I don't
So
troll
pointing out
like
the
you
truth
troll.
is disrespectful.
You feel me? I
Hey,
like the
pointing
way
out
I
the
troll.
truth is disrespectful.
I respect it though. Oh yeah.
No, I don't respect the AK. He started working.
Nah, I'm talking to Rich. I'm talking.
Nah, Guapa was cool with me until about 10 minutes ago. Until I stood on her neck. Now look at her. She's like,
It doesn't make any sense.
Naked daddy.
What they want is you men.
AK, you there?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though?
Belly master. Dang it.
When Bimo was fucking up Lion, this nigga had to get his wife killed. But now Lion is beating up the women. So I'm
Man, that's belly master, bro. She got a tongue.
That's how it be.
You let her fuck that big girl fuck you up.
But what up to the room, man? Everybody,
You're not gonna stop this
everybody
nigga.
look at you.
Cobus, remember when she was begging? Somebody tell me I'm beautiful. I'm not, man. I got big titties, bro.
I got motherfucking Labor Day.
I know why they gonna keep encouraging it, because they gonna get that little cooler cat, and they gonna say, "Ha, got him."
Cobus, you should think she was hot by her.
And they gonna say, "Hey, you niggas help me. You dumbass niggas help me get that little bit of cooler cat, because you was attacking and I was simping."
Cobus used to
And that's
think
how I
he was
got
hot.
it. Thank you,
See a
fellas.
picture and he's like, no.
That's all it is. It's really just two types of men that
Cobus
work.
don't email
It's
other
the
big
men that
girls.
tell the women the truth, and then there's the enablers.
Cobus tell concrete what Beamer Tell concrete what Beamer look like to Cobus.
I don't see that much effort getting put into
What's
this, bro.
up, Jacobus? I hear you, brother.
That's the
Go.
issue. So AK, listen to me.
Just drop it. Like, we
AK,
get it, bro.
I'm talking to you now. Look, AK, the reason why the community looks the way that it does is because the
Bitch,
community
bro. Bitch,
overlooks
Jacobus.
other niggas throwing trash on the street. You understand my analogy?
I know. Jacobus trying to jump in. Lion, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, Jacoby, shut the fuck up. I know you got a poodle to suck up right now. Go do that, nigga.
Go ahead. No,
What the fuck?
Okay. That's okay.
AK, the reason why we got bad
Yeah, look at Lion. That's
problems
really bleeding. Look at it.
is because it's too many niggas who look the other way when niggas is committing crimes.
Saying, bro.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Agree with this nigga.
I disagree with him. Be like, yeah, I got everything he
So
said.
when you make a statement like this, say what you need to say and move on.
Do it again.
Yep.
Problem
Do what you do to your wife, AK, if you got one. Be like,
Therefore, they behave like these fucking animals as adults in the
Oh,
street.
yeah. Yeah, I
The
got you,
only way
baby.
to get their attention is to act like
Yeah,
them
it's
temporarily
terrible. I
to
can't
get their
believe she said
attention.
that. You're
Then
right.
you educate.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I want you to try this.
That's
with
why I do
your
with my
parents.
mom and my wife, both of them.
Hey, hold on, Rich, hold on. I want you to try this. Try this.
You talking about all these feminine men, and you just gossiping like a bitch. Line.
Try this, and then after that, you educate them.
Yeah.
That's what you do. So when the child is going, wah, you go, wah, and then the child will go, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. I know.
And then you go, hey, listen, I need you to start behaving like this. You need to do this and need to do that. That's what's happening with these wayward, backward women. You're not doing that. You're assuming that somebody else can handle it. Oh, it's not your problem.
Yeah.
But it is your problem. You know why? Because these women are coming to your places of establishments, acting like these wild animals,
Yeah.
dancing on your tables, taking over your shit, stealing stuff out of your stores, fighting each other in your parking lot. That's why. Because you didn't stand up, man. You didn't say, hey, little stupid bitch, sit your ass down. You didn't do that.
Why is he crashing out?
You're like you men today are basically like the neglectful parents that never raised these wild ass women. So they think they can go ahead and do this shit everywhere. And I'm one of them niggas who's sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm gonna tell your child.
Let me say this, right? Real quick, Lion.
She need to set her bitch
I
ass
feel
up.
like what you're saying, okay. I feel like what you're saying, okay, right? I kind of dealt with it at certain jobs that I work at, right? There will be somebody who we're doing the same job, right? We're dealing with the same bosses. We're dealing with the same gripes, right? But for some reason, this motherfucker can't handle it. So he started pleading to the rest of the coworkers and the employees and all this shit. When we all decided to come work here, we could work somewhere the fuck else. You feel what I'm saying? And if it was that important, it would have been changed. I promise you. Everybody would have been on the same accord. It would have been changed. But it's little shit that's just in life or in a job that you have to deal with. But this motherfucker gotta complain all the fucking time. For some reason, everybody knows how to deal with it. Everybody can get, and so, you know, there's like 10% of the motherfuckers. So if you got 20 motherfuckers, there's only a couple of them that's griping and complaining. Oh, the fucking vending machine better. Bruh, nobody gives a fuck, bro. Like, it's not making, bro. It's some people, hold on, bro. It's some people that, first of all, can deal with this shit. Second of all, it's actually fuck with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers that bring their own lunch and got their own drink, they don't give a fuck about a vending machine. They hate that the vending machine is there.
Let them finish, Lion.
So that's all I'm saying, bro. You crying just because it don't work for you.
Jacob, all right, wait, hold on, Jacobus. Listen, let's go with your analogy. So you say 20 people knows how this one individual that works on the job behaves, and they.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. I made my point.
Wait, because they don't complain.
And you're not going. I'm telling you that my scenario I gave was a point that you should understand.
I do understand it, but I'm
hone in on the finite details of a fucking scenario I gave to make a point is disingenuous. It's a point that
I want you to focus on what I'm saying now. Hold on. So 20 people, they ain't got a problem with it, they letting the shit ride. 2 people they're not going to stand for it, and they're complaining about it. You're saying that the 20 people should just let it go. I mean, the 2 people should just let it go since the 20 other people have learned to just deal with it. Let me ask you something. If 20 people are in our communities just letting bad behavior ride, is still a decent community for others to be at? I want you to understand that wait. Your inaction, allowing people on the job, allowing people, wait, oh my God, shut up. Your inaction, allowing people on the job to behave themselves,
You can tell Miss.
it just breeds more bad behavior.
Like I
Do you
said,
understand?
Tell your wife to shut up. You can't.
It breeds more bad behavior.
That is not a allegation. Let me just say that. I hear you, like.
All right. I just want to make sure you understand. So the reason why the ghetto is the ghetto isn't because of outside, it's because of inside.
I heard you.
All right,
bro. Let Carolyn.
Yeah, I got interrupted. You got to speak. I got quiet when you were speaking. Everybody else got quiet when you were speaking. Nobody interrupted you when you were speaking. You know, I'm trying to speak. All of a sudden, I'm being long-winded. When I'm speaking, I'm being long-winded now. When I start talking, it's all of a sudden a problem. This is the issue right here. You know why? Because the people that are
I'm telling you about the war into a place.
The reason why you're talking and it's okay is because they agree with you. The reason why they want to set me up is because I'm against bad behavior festering in communities. Online, anywhere. I'm against it. I'm against dysfunction. You understand the difference? So I want you to understand, you're on the wrong side of things if you claim that you understand what I'm saying.
If you know you in a dangerous environment, quote unquote, do you go to that danger intentionally?
Nah, he grew up in that shit. He's saying
Do the police go to those dangerous intentionally?
You didn't hear me say he grew up in that shit his whole life.
If you know that this is a dangerous territory where you're gonna be met with other niggas that don't like you, don't fuck with you, could potentially kill you, whatever, rob you.
You ever see the riots?
Would you go into it or would you try to avoid it?
Like,
I saw that shit.
I'm asking Jacobus.
I'll avoid that shit.
Oh, okay, so that would be more analogous to the situation. See, Lion likes to go to other people's hoods and likes to fuck with them, and then when he gets shot the fuck up, he gets upset. That's
I just
more analogous
send
to
the
the
National
situation,
Guard.
and then try to put on this Superman thing as if he's trying to help the black community. That is
Don't let her
called
scream rape when she won't rape.
You're being
That was
fake right now, Lion.
essential.
Now just let her get it out.
You're being fake, and that's okay. It's okay. I'm not here to police you. I'm not here to police you. But what I'm saying is,
That's exactly what you're here to do.
you're being fake.
Oh, toxic. Nathan said you can't be letting dudes call women to be where you are, alright?
Someone else.
You gotta move it down to the dude, Taylor.
Ask for you to be in her space. You go over there.
You can't be letting that shit slide,
She's
Taylor.
over here in this space, and you still fucking with her.
Buddy.
That's what you're doing.
Buddy come up to get
That's
some.
what this is. What we seen. That's fake, bro.
They need correction.
Buddy sees a chance to help the black man.
So back to AK. I I'm not even gonna respond to that one. That was
It wasn't towards you. I was talking to Kitover.
Yeah, just
So,
So do you
but you just said, but lying. You said, but lying. You're doing this and doing that, so you're fake.
Okay,
So look,
that's all I wanted to know.
I don't care.
I was going to her.
All right,
I'm trying to phone to her real quick.
hurry up.
So thank you, Caroline.
hurry your little head ass up.
That's the truth, right? Now, Concrete, now that I got your attention, yo, bro, you there?
Oh, Lion, look at her trying to change the subject, Lion. Get this shit.
Yeah, my nigga, look.
Trying to talk about fucking Pizzagate and shit now.
Nah, my nigga, yesterday, son, I had been talking about yo, what's wrong with me? Tell me why I'm not beautiful.
Tell me I'm beautiful. I'm not beautiful.
Lion, I did want to ask you my full Loki. I might want to say,
Go ahead.
yeah. You don't. When somebody asks you from, right? You don't say St. Louis. You say East St. Louis.
There's a racist. Hey, what's up, man?
That's where I'm from.
Yeah, but why you don't just say St. Louis? Is there a problem with that?
Because it's not the hood area where you grew up.
Because that's not where I'm from.
Hey,
You from St. Louis?
I'm from
East St.
I'm from the east side of St. Louis. I'm from
That would be St. Louis.
No, it's the Illinois side. Damn, like Memphis and West Memphis. They two different states.
Just look at the map. Just type it in. Just type it in and look at the map.
No, I'm saying what I'm getting at is this.
West Memphis is in Arkansas. Memphis is in Tennessee. Just say y'all know.
Is there a rich side?
And West Memphis is the hood.
That would be the St. Louis side.
East St. Louis is like
The hood where all the blacks
I don't know, like
This nigga don't know.
think of a like a
Oh,
No, I'm talking about this nigga who's talking right now.
I've been to East St. Louis.
You niggas with an 18.
Lion, you know where the Greyhound is?
Very just
That shit
cold.
was fucking ghetto as fuck. The big ass fucking Greyhound down there.
They would have fed you to their pigs.
Yo, but Concrete, yo, at that moment.
Why do you ask, AK?
This power.
because like I'm trying to get at the fact. How you doing, man? I'll be right over there.
Yeah, how you been, AK? Let this talk.
I'm about to walk into a place, but I'm trying to get at the fact that we even though it's the same place or whatever, the same thing, we delineate even within, like, no matter what we're gonna delineate. You get what I'm saying? So even amongst your own people in St. Louis, like, you're delineating. So
Let me ask you this: you up there, you up top, right? So if somebody says that I'm from the Bronx, is that the same as Manhattan?
No.
It's the same thing. So that where I am is not the
Bronx is
same.
not the same thing, Manhattan.
Right, and the point is that I'm trying to make here by
Yeah, he's from the hood area, from like the Bronx.
is that East St. Louis is not the same as the St. Louis side. And there's an entire Mississippi River dividing the city.
And once again,
Alright, but it would be analogous if I was like, okay, I'm from Brooklyn. I would say I'm from Brooklyn, right? Then you would say, so if somebody were to say, no, I'm not from Brooklyn, I'm from Brownsville, that would be dumb.
It's the same thing. That's the same exact point.
No, because Brownsville is in Brooklyn.
Okay, no, this ain't the same thing there. What I'm saying is,
but East St. Louis is in St.
which
Louis.
one is the opposing borough
one's in
from
one state, one's in another state, though.
Thank you.
One's in Missouri, one's in Illinois.
I kept saying it.
The Illinois side is ghetto as fuck.
Like, have you ever been to the Tri-Cities that's in Indiana? I think it's Indiana, Illinois, and another city. They're all connected, but you can go to all three states, but they're all connected by kind of like
Kansas City.
Yeah, but if you say that you're on the southern side of the city, if you say that you're on the southern side of the same thing, all the groups that apply to that particular state belong to you.
Like, can you just say it's really evil?
Yeah, that's true. Three singles is where you go.
Kansas City is the same way.
So the most important part of this entire city is East St. Louis. This is where a lot of unsolved history is. That's there. On the St. Louis side, you can get education. A lot of opportunities. There's a lot of different things happen this way. So when you come up as a person that lives in the area, people know completely different zip codes and homes when you put on that. Why are you talking all nice and shit on the because they're because they're not isolated or woman. It's all you look nice. It's you. It's you. How you gonna say something that you ain't saying? For example, like right now, I talk a little bit about this. I'm reading some niggas ass right here. I don't be 20 minutes. I'm trying to act like he just. Alright, so AK, that's the difference. If you look at the physical on the map, you see the areas, you see that there's a river dividing one part of the city from the other. And it's divided into completely different states and territories. Illinois has a completely different tax bracket. Over the same, you know, the education is different. Everything is different.
Convinced. Not everybody sees life that way. They don't see life in the big picture sense. They don't see it in the long-term sense. And so all you're doing is telling them about some shit that they can't see. And I tell you, it's not just about telling somebody about sex. You have to give them a plan out of it. Because otherwise, it's a waste of time. They know they're fucking around.
The first thing I do is people don't see the bigger picture. They're sheep. They want to see what's right in front of them. They're not planning or thinking about the consequences of the actions tomorrow. They're just thinking about today. Now, if I compare to the mentor thing I have, the problem is there's a statement that's really pertinent to this conversation. It says the students are ready to learn the teacher will teach. And where this is this. You have to be a willing person who wants to be ethical. You cannot they're not going to absorb information and take it in or change their lives in any way. When they're not ready to change their lives, but they also have to recognize some people do not recognize, specifically the certain type of mental talk. They don't even recognize the downfall. They just go past the message that never happened, only committing more bad decisions over and over and over while complaining that these bad decisions are and others are the reasons for bad decisions. They never take accountability for their actions. They never move or grow. They set more bad decisions than that generation. And that is what I believe. Now we have to get rid of it. We need to tell these stupid women there's some real men back in they are unwilling to relinquish their complete total control of the black community, which has led to the downfall of the same said community. It's terrible. And if you're looking at it from an objective standpoint, you have to voice. You gotta stand out. You have to be you have to sound the alarm. You have to, and not in such a negative way per se as myself, but you have to let these women know in a positive way that, hey, listen, shut the fuck up. You've been talking, woman, for the last 55 fucking years for us. And look what you've gotten us. Ever since you've been able to vote, where have we been? Only thing you voted for was fucking abortion.
He actually doxed Monica.
You didn't do anything for the black community.
Every time you give that message of eat your vegetables,
you gotta do it in a different way, though.
No, here's the problem. Every time you give that message of eat your vegetables, do your homework, go to bed early.
I got some candy for you, girl.
Say for example, you hired the coach to do you leave that nigga alone, you will have a full-on sexual assault on your
I don't say I just fucking be coach. I get things fucked up, and I'm not happy about it.
Listen, no one has to do it is because he's actually informed, but yet he chooses to take the evil route. He wants to take the route that's going to bring more death and destruction to his own community. He is essentially one of the biggest coons in the world.
Concrete. I got a question for this nigga Lion, right? Lion. It says that Jesus was in the tomb 3 days, 3 nights, right? What day did he die?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Alright. I don't disagree with your bitch ass now.
You think I don't read? I told you, you're fucking with the wrong one, Jacobus. You have a good day.
Nigga, you got that one, bitch. What the fuck?
I got that one because I read, nigga.
Nigga, we just question, nigga, what the fuck you was supposed to get it wrong, nigga. I would've.
No, you was gonna hope I was gonna say some Good
I
Friday.
hope you got it right, nigga.
You was hoping I was gonna say some Good Friday nonsense.
No, I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, nigga, you feel like we read.
No, because nigga, I was reading this. It's right here. Toxic.
Toxic is a Christian. He's not an Israelite. They don't read.
Toxic is a Calvinist, so you know he got. Man, I don't know what's wrong with y'all niggas. Am I the only Christian that fundamentally understands?
So concrete. This is a kicker too. There was 2 Sabbaths the week that Jesus died.
What? I never heard of that.
Yeah, he's right.
So you got a well, they don't like to me say a high Sabbath. It's a high day, and you got the regular Sabbath. So they killed him like right before the high Sabbath, and he.
Oh, this girl got the weirdest fucking. She got one of those balloon booties. She got the BBL. She thinks she look good too. That look ridiculous.
Niggas still be hollering.
It's crazy. No, you know what I'm talking about. She got the skinny bean
Yeah, it's
legs,
horrible.
and then it looks like a cartoon drawn on ass.
It's called the ant booty.
Yo, like, when I think about how obviously we know good habits bring good results, bad habits bring bad results. And these women know they have bad habits. And they know it's brought them bad results. How are you going to change that? They are going to persist. It's also like a defense mechanism.
So the answer is they have to see the right way. So, for example,
Speaking of the devil, bad woman, there's a lot.
So the answer is, let's just say like you got some kids.
Rich, why you can't shut the fuck up?
Let's just say you got some young teenage kids that.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not drunk. So
No, I said
all right,
so.
hey, bitch.
Weird, bitch. It's weird.
Hey, bitch. Hey, you know that one show like that used to have a robot?
Yeah, Forrest. What's his name?
Mystery Science.
That's exactly who the fuck Rich is. Rich is the man with the look.
So the answer is, I'm going to use the gender. Let's just
Puppeteer.
say the youth, right? The youth. We ain't gonna take strings on your mind. Let's gonna say the youth. All right. So concrete. If a young man is growing up in a place where he's very limited on the information that he's able to absorb.
Nah, you can't even get a
This baby doll sheep is obviously overgrown. Her owners attempted to shear her, but could not get close enough to the skin because of lack of confidence. In this position, I can tell that her belly button is longer than the rest. This is likely because they sheared her standing and were unable to reach it. Shearing is very difficult, so there is no help from my end. She may not have been getting a professional shear, but she was getting a haircut, and that's all that matters. She was being a super good girl for me as I cleaned up that tip and cleared the face, but she does need to wiggle a little bit for comfort as I get to the end. This is no problem. I just wiggle her a little bit to adjust for comfort. I am super thankful because in this situation, she was shorn every year, just not as close as we would have liked to. So there is no heavy matting for me to contend. Although this bill is a bit long, I'm not having to fight any tension wrinkles. I want to take this moment to say hi to some of my biggest fans. Ruth, Claire, Grace, and Rick. Now that she's all done, I'd like to ask you guys, I think I did. I know she's got to feel a lot better. I mean, imagine wearing all of that. If it wasn't so stinky, I think I could make a princess dress. This baby doll sheep is obviously overgrown. Her own.
When the student is
Don't
ready,
be
the teacher shows up.
If you're a small content creator, use
And
this
that's what they do.
St. Louis then.
When the students are ready, the teacher will appear. And that's what that also applies with the women, that applies with children, that applies with society. But they have to see.
Rich, your autism is showing. Stop.
Lady, it's boring. You know it.
Background, but your
Oh, no, I was snoring, lady.
Every time you come off the mic, we hear all that extra air in your background. Can you stop?
Is that better right now, lady?
Just shut up, nigga.
Okay, that's better.
Nobody talking to you. I think so.
Tight. I'll pick pennies up too.
She picked it up. A woman just.
All right, so you think Trump should roll?
In about 45 minutes.
That's
I'm leaving in about 45 minutes.
All right, bye, lady.
Let me know when
Hey,
you're ready.
so do y'all think Trump should roll this shit out to other cities that are accepting of it?
Gosh, Rich, shut the hell up. Damn, for a second. Can't nobody else hear nobody. I'm leaving in 45 minutes. Ashley, what did you say?
Well, your daughter, she just left one store, and now she's going with a friend to the other store.
Ashley's busy.
Well, I'm leaving in 45 minutes. So.
Okay.
The Discord call. Wait a minute. Do you want to do the Discord call later on this evening?
You know what? I don't know if it's gonna even be today, Ashley.
Yeah, just let me know.
My weekend didn't go as planned, so maybe.
Yeah, same here. I forgot about Labor Day. I forgot about Labor Day.
Maybe we can connect sometime this week when we got some downtime, because I don't think today gonna work.
Yeah, just let me know when you're
You don't
available.
think Trump should amend
Okay.
the law and he should run in 2028? I know Lion agreed with that.
Yo, Concrete.
Yo,
So this is my take on something.
you going right back to me, man.
So this is my take on something. What's your opinion, bro? Jesus Christ forbids us taking an oath.
Alright, so Lion, do you think it'd be a good idea for Trump to run in
Why don't you let your
2028?
buddy?
Yeah, you know that was.
He ain't talking about being
Let low key talk. You know how he get when he talk.
I'm gonna stay on Jacob.
No, just
ahead,
keep
Jacob.
talking over Rich. He's not gonna stop. He's an autist. He just go keep doing it. So just continue the conversation. Just ignore him.
Thank you.
What were you saying, Lucky?
So Concrete, I was thinking about something. Me, I have a certain stance. You cannot be a Christian and a police officer and a Christian and a soldier. For two reasons. Not just because of the violence, but because of taking an oath. How do you feel about when Jesus forbids us taking an oath?
What do you mean when he says let yes be yes and your no be no?
When he says do not take an oath.
I fear was also
Where does it say
told
that?
she gave me a speech, he gave a speech that no one can understand as he answered your kisses and sent my petition so I could save my life.
It's gonna be the yes, no.
It does say that, but it's talking about oath toward anything toward God, making an oath that you're basically swearing that you're going to.
Yeah, so listen to the thing. Listen, it says,
If you're a small
I tell you, do not swear on an oath at all.
You said I'm not only talking.
So how do you define an oath? What is an oath?
Solemnly swear.
It's like a vow. Like a
Oh, are you trying to test him, Jacob? Is this just like you trying to test him? Concrete.
what the fuck is that doing?
No, I was asking. I
You did tell her definition of the oath.
So I believe it's like probably like take a vow
To swear by a promise.
but I'm going to like closer to like taking a vow. Yeah, I'm just this moment when I'm looking for that shit.
I don't want to argue this dumbass.
It was written in Greek, so it's also written in the Old Testament as well. Can you show me a fucking Hebrew manuscript on Matthew? Cannot. So shut the fuck up.
No, we can shit.
Exactly. So it says, this is the term for the oath of declaration of vow. It can be found in context of Matthew 5:3, which uses not taking oaths. So yeah, it's a vow, but it says it's solemn
It's a
declaration.
vow, brother.
The vow, nigga.
Listen,
This is accurate. I told you it's a vow.
see how you struggling to come up with a answer?
He thought this out. Trying to put you
Hold on,
He thought this out, Congressman.
Low-key.
Somebody shut Rich up. Somebody shut Rich up.
No, that's not gonna happen. You gotta move him. You gotta move. You can't control
You ask him.
You can't
Maybe
control
he
him.
will win.
Let them have their back and forth.
Look, you asked me for a
Okay, you in the matrix or is that me?
Look, you asked me.
Isn't you
Asked me.
having difficulty answering the question?
What question that I did not answer?
What is an oath?
A vow.
What is a vow?
Now we gotta go for a vow.
Exactly. You struggling, brother.
It's a solemn promise.
You know why you're struggling, brother?
It's a solemn promise.
You know
I believe so.
what? You don't
I
believe
believe
Well,
so.
the
You don't
marriage.
believe that. You don't
He
believe that.
just told you not to
Let
take
them
an
have
oath.
it. Let them have it. Let them have it, bless them.
So you can't make a promise to your wife that you're gonna take her out on a date on Friday? You think God wants you not to do that?
So all right. So how do you define the oath?
Oh no, this is your definition, brother.
I know. I define the oath.
You have to figure it out, brother.
Wait.
You have to figure out. You got to figure out how to define it so it makes sense in context of this scripture. Sorry, brother.
This is the definition of the word.
Yes,
A
keep thinking about it, brother.
Or vow.
So you think the definition that we have today is the same definition that they used back then?
This is the Greek definition.
Brother, do you think it's changed or has any different meanings, brother? Come on, Jacobus.
Wait, hold on.
Keep thinking, brother.
No, hold on, wait. Because this is a little funny shit going on.
Good afternoon.
You slipping, Jacobus. What's up?
Hey,
You should have
Violent.
That's it. How do you Violent? Just lady? Is that it?
I look back.
I better Puerto Rican.
I said good afternoon, everyone. Yeah.
Well, then you gonna give special privileges to lady? You can't say good afternoon, concrete by name, rich by name. What? We chop liver over here?
Concrete, why are you so jealous of the love that people have for me? I am a lovable
Listen,
woman.
I'm just asking.
Define
We're chop liver.
Nah, concrete, define that shit. Because I'm even.
Oh, keep thinking about it, brother. Come back when you start thinking about it.
Violet, he wants his own special hello. He wants his own special hello.
I mean, thank you.
He wants his own individual. He wants his own individual. Carita, okay?
See, look, see? You're a tickle pimp. Anyway,
Anyway, go ahead and locate your
I think
concrete.
Lion wanted to say something about that. You can figure it out.
So he's trying to put you in a blender?
Oh, you gotta figure it out.
Yeah, low-key.
He forced me to say a vow. What does it mean? So you look it up and it says to make a solemn promise or a vow. So I was correct. So what does a vow mean? We asked. Now we wanted to get more technical. So when we look it up, it says a solemn declaration. So now we hear Christ telling us not to take a solemn declaration, a vow, an oath, or not to swear at all. And now we have police, they put the hand on the Bible and they swear directly and take an oath unto God, which they are forbidden to. So all I'm saying is 3 instances in our society we have where people take oath and they go against Christ. I say no.
You misread it, brother. You misread it.
All right, so partially correct.
Why do you still post if you can't get more?
This is Moses. He was talking to the children of Israel, and he states in there. Let me pull it up real quick. Okay, all right. So it talks about vows, Numbers, concrete, Numbers 30. And it says here, and Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, this is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. If a man vow a vow unto the Lord, I'm going to repeat it, unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeded out of his mouth. That's also why I was angry with Kazi. All right. Let's see. And if a woman also vow a vow unto the Lord and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear a vow, and her bond wherewith he had bound her soul. So this is about soul binding. An oath is about binding your soul to the things that comes out of your mouth. If you break these things, you condemn yourself. If you make an oath, you condemn yourself. That's where you're partially correct. So your statement is that the police officer verbal contracts that binds a person to certain things, or the hypocritical oath.
Now, in the courthouse, is that a proper example as well?
Wait, so what's the issue? Hold on, I think y'all missed
He
it.
believes that you can't. His problem is he believes that if you make an oath according to Matthew 5 and 33, or 32, 33, and 34, that's pertaining to you shouldn't do it at all, and in context at all, in any way whatsoever. But what he's actually saying is basically be careful of the things that comes out of your mouth. That's it. That's the message.
He said do not do it. He said do not do it.
Because you will bind yourself.
Concrete. How do you say do not do it?
Listen, brother.
It's a warning.
Brothers, I feel like you guys have missed it. There's a little subtlety, and
We should be able to just articulate, in my view, Christ is X.
And I'm not perfect, and when I'm wrong, I admit I'm wrong. But I don't.
You're not.
I don't know the Bible. I don't know the Bible like that, but I do have verses that I can go back and forth.
That's fine.
Like him saying he hated Esau. I mean, right.
Yeah, we're not anywhere near there yet. Right now, you're just telling us what is Jesus. That's all we want from you.
The Son of the Father is God's fruit. He was sent here to tell us that we don't have to kill animals. What other answers do you want?
I want you to do what you said. You said you were going to get a Bible verse, so I'm trying to talk for 2 seconds while presumably you're Googling a Bible verse. I wanted in the meantime to show you how this process works. So please look up your Bible verse. Let us know the second you have it. I've done the same, and I've been waiting to tell you for the last 20 minutes. You talked about the Sabbath being on a Friday. I kept telling you the first century church met on a Sunday. You kept acting like it wasn't in the Bible. So here's what I did. I looked for the Bible verse, right? Acts 20, verse 7. On the first day of the week, they were gathered together to break bread. This was for their meeting. That's when they observed this Sabbath. That's the answer. So it is in the first day of the week. That's Sunday. Now, please, you do the same. You found the verse for Jesus being a fruit or whatever.
Now, this is why the Chinese. Shut up. This is why the Chinese are so far ahead.
I'm back. I ain't done with your fool ass. Point, be quiet right quick, point. Speedy, what y'all doing?
No, Violet, I even came with lesbian comedy for you.
Go ahead, Concrete.
It's a day, Rit.
Like, yo, Reggie, follow protocol. Stand with your people.
so y'all have conflated oath with swearing, and swearing and oath is the issue. Swearing an oath. The yes is a promise. Will you do it? Yes. Will you not do it? No. Those are the oaths. The swearing, which I take to be like some sort of wagering, right? So it's basically.
I swear to God, I swear on my kids. I swear on my mom.
Are you doing it, bro? Are you all right, bro? Can you just chill, bro? Come on, how long y'all gonna put up with Rich, man? Like, the goo is not that.
Just like pleading.
What are we doing?
All right, so
what are we doing?
I'm not the.
The goo is not that far away. Let him chill in the goo for a little bit, cause he can't control himself.
Let them have their powwow, you know.
Put him in the goo.
But I swear.
If you vote Bart to be the next one, I'll never fucking with any of you again. I got the screenshot. Every single one of you stand.
Don't be fucking with me, Toxic.
But I swear unto. But I say unto you.
With any single person here again that don't bark.
Fuck up. Fuck up.
All right. But I say unto you.
I'm a principal, man. I know who made it.
All right.
The biology gave me the shit.
All right.
Go ahead with your gay preaching, brother.
All right, brother. And I say unto you, swear not at all. Swear not at all. Neither by heaven, for it is God's throne. So it's basically you're wagering or pledging something as a guarantee of your promise, such that if you do not promise it, this thing is in limbo, or this thing should be like granted. And basically it's telling you can't swear or pledge anything that doesn't belong to you.
All right, so you ready?
Right? So 1 second, brother. I didn't rush you, man. So you're conflating a promise, which is an oath, with the swearing, which is a pledging. And again, we'll just read it to make sure. But I say unto you, swear not at all. It doesn't say about oaths. It says swearing. Neither by Israel, by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Again, belongs to God. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, your own body, because thou cannot make one hair white or black. Again, doesn't belong to you. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these come from evil. Y'all conflated swearing and promises, which is pledgings and promises.
All right, your knowledge, you there? Knowledge. Motherfucker.
Just hurry up, make your point.
All right, so look at this. Now, I'm going to start off like this and read Matthew 5:34 to 37 from the ESV. But I say to you, do not take an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God, or by earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem. For it is the city of the great king, and do not take an oath by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black. Let what you say simply be yes or no. Anything more comes from evil. Now, the brother of Jesus Christ echoes the same teaching later, where he says, above all my brothers, do not swear, either by heaven or by earth, or by any other oath, but let your yes be a yes and your no be a no, so that you may not fall under condemnation. Now, this is why I need people to understand that in the Greek there is a certain position that the English lacks. So I asked ChatGPT, is the word oath or swear used in Matthew? It says, good question. In the original Greek, Matthew 5:34, the word osmose, which comes from the word amnu, to swear or to take an oath. It literally means the same thing. So I asked it, does it mean to take an oath or to swear? Jesus talking about the same thing in biblical Greek. To swear literally means to take an oath. So this is why I'm reading from one translation that says to take an oath and another that says to swear. So both of them literally means the same thing for the definition of the word you.
Dave, you still there?
and you're struggling with it. It's so basic.
I understand exactly.
You are.
No, I understand.
That right there, hey, Badger, that was so simple and easy.
I know, I understand.
Hey, Badger, that was not complicated.
That's why I understand it.
Badger, will act like we do. That was as dumb and as simple as it could possibly get. That was dumb and as simple as it.
I think you
I'm gonna repeat myself every time you cut me off. That was as dumb and as simple as it could possibly get. A freaking 3-year-old that is knowledgeable, which my son was very bright when he was 3.
So this isn't higher math anymore?
Hey, look.
Is this the lower end math?
Hey, Badger, this is why you don't understand nothing when it comes to God.
I don't understand nothing?
You don't understand a thing because you struggle with the different class. Hey, Badger. You're
earlier you said that
you don't listen because the only way you're going to obey is to listen. You don't listen, number one, and you hear.
I listen way better than you do.
I can't tell.
Oh, I can. Everyone else can tell.
Tell me what I just said about God.
You said that God is a mystery and that you are spoken to in
y'all hear this?
Special ways. Right?
Y'all hear this?
And that you have a very private and personal relationship with the God of the cosmos, but you won't tell us what he tells you. Except that I need Jesus. That's what I've heard you say so far.
You displayed that you didn't listen to nothing else.
Oh, what did I miss?
You didn't highlight the main thing I highlighted.
Oh, what was the main thing? Sorry, I missed that.
It doesn't matter.
You know what? So it wasn't that important. Okay.
Nope, not to you.
Well, not to anyone apparently, because you're not a speaker for God. You're not a share.
Badger.
You want to tell us what he tells you?
In order for you to hear from
strange, these guys who hear from God. Prophets usually share what they're told by God, but these other mini prophets don't want to share.
I'm done with you, bro.
Okay.
I'm done. Thanks. I appreciate it, man. To the audience. So, again, don't act like you want to know more about God and then not listen to know more about God. You sound ignorant. Very ignorant. Somebody with your intelligent level to know natural things, and you sound like you're, naturally smart. And what I mean by that, I bet you have a decent IQ with basic comprehension of things because you come off that way. That's a compliment to the reality of, hey, that will go good in this lifetime to be successful at certain things in this lifetime, right? But you're completely blinded to what matters most. Your smarts and your intelligence in this lifetime, and this is for anybody, this is why he left, because he doesn't want to hear the truth. He has no desire to hear the truth. He can't even take a compliment to get his attention to hear the truth. It's because he doesn't really want to know who God is. And this is what we hear on display. He doesn't care to know who God is. He only wants to combat and refute God. And I know this because if y'all don't know, Honey Badger has come through the room several times. And I've had conversations with him several times before, and it's consistently the same thing. Because something in my heart always has me to give him a moment before he starts acting like that. And that's just the bottom line is anybody who's listening to the discussion, you want to know more about God, get a relationship with God. You want to know how to get a relationship with God, look at Jesus Christ. No Jesus Christ, no relationship with God, period. I don't care who you think you are, who you thought you were. In this day we live, I'm not talking about the Old Testament when Jesus Christ was not even mentioned. I'm not talking about that, and I can beg to defer on people actually having a relationship with the Son even then, but that's a whole different point. It wasn't known that way. It was known as God Almighty, so we'll leave.
Y'all see one of the senior pastor of chillism? Thank you very much.
Wait, hold on. So what we're having here, I think you're in some instances saying the exact same thing, and in others you have a dividing position. Let's just get to the point though. The swearing and oaths and pledges are all the same thing. What the issue here is, according to the book, especially in Numbers 30, which I said, which is what Christ is mentioning in Matthew 5 and 30. He's mentioning Numbers 30. I want you to understand, that's where he's taking it from. He's saying the same thing that Moses said before, which is don't make any oaths that you know that you can't keep. Don't swear by any God or heaven or any of this stuff that you can't keep. Hold on. That you can't keep. That's what's actually being stated here. You can't keep any of these things. So he's saying that, wait a second. He's saying that it is best that you don't make any of this stuff at all, because what you are actually doing is binding your soul to your words, and these words are going to be used against you. That's what he's saying.
Concrete, you peep what he said. The first thing this nigga Lion said.
Could I give a history?
So again, are you going to Lion? Do you promise to beat up on Jazzy next time she comes? Yes. I don't believe you. I swear on my kids, I'm gonna beat up on Jazzy next time she comes.
Boom.
That's the difference.
No, that's the one.
One of them is your promise.
Ooh, that's a threat of violence.
1 second, sir. One of them is the promise. Yes, I will beat up on Jazzy next time she comes in the room. The other one is you putting a pledge, collateral on top of the promise, brother. And that's the issue. Case closed.
We're not even arguing that. We understand that what you're doing is the collateral is heaven. The collateral is God. The collateral is your own life or your children's life, the people that you claim. We hear people do this. They break this oath all the time, every day. You can go online and you hear niggas saying, oh God, I'm this and blah, 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 blah. All you're doing is tying yourself by the law. You're tying your souls to whatever it is that you're saying. And if that shit ain't true or it doesn't come out, you've condemned yourself. Hence why Christ is saying what he's saying. So, don't do those things.
So in front of
Winnie the Pooh is bred and overdue. Well, maybe not overdue, but this mama is carrying a lot of weight with 3 babies in there. They're going to give her a real life trim before those babies just slide on out. It's important to trim up those engorged udders before the babies get here. It's also good to trim up the back area so it all stays sanitary after the birthing. I'm thinking maybe she'd like to see the efforts of her hard work, so we're going to trim that top knot in her face real good. I feel like if something turned my body into a wide load Mac truck, I'd want to see what it was too. I imagine being twirled around on your rump like a circus of labor reformer when you're this pregnant is not very comfortable, so the main goal is to get this done as quickly as possible. I won't be going back for all the ridges I left behind. Well, maybe 1 or 2. But the main goal is to get this big old mama back on her feet with no nicks. It is significantly more difficult for me to shear around the belly like this. The ridges left behind are my attempt not to neg the stretch again. This is a 6-minute function, not fashion haircut. And all their friends said they liked it in church. Winnie the Pooh is bred and overdue. Well, maybe not overdue, but this mama is
beginning. It's the beginning of time. It's the same wicked spirit. Lion has to
You a demon in here trying to sow seed,
baptized. And I say it right now in front of him. If the opportunity came, if he was in front of me, he was, I'll drag that nigga to a bathtub before she was baptized.
Nigga, I will shove that damn yarmulke down your damn throat. You won't baptize shit.
Baby, hold on. Look. Let's let the Bible speak. So this is Christ saying the exact same thing I'm saying. You stupid, uneducated buffoon. This is 1 John 2 and 7. And what it says here is, this is Jesus saying, I'm going to show you much more too. It says, dear friends, I am not writing you a new commandment, but an old one, which you have had since the beginning. This old commandment is the message you have heard. 1 John 2 and 7. Christ is only repeating what Moses said. You fucking idiot. And I'm going to show you that again. It's all over the Bible.
Just like Christ does all the time.
Exactly. You moron. Watch this. Let me show you something.
Truly, I see you before Abraham.
So let's go to John 5.
I am the Alpha.
John 5 and 46. It said,
She was 23 years old. I know that the Jewish people,
And we're at 6:10. I want to get Thomas Massey as his own.
Yes. John Kitover.
The sayings of the Buddha. Choices. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts we make the world. Speak or act with an impure mind, and trouble will follow you as the wheel follows the ox that draws the cart. We are what we think. All that we are arises.
The Dhammapada, The Sayings of the Buddha, translated by F. Max Muller and narrated by Robin Homer. Chapter 1. The Twin Verses. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. It is founded on our thoughts. It is made up of our thoughts. If a man speaks or acts with an evil thought, pain follows him, as the wheels follow the foot of the ox that draws the carriage. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. It is founded on our thoughts. It is made up of our thoughts. If a man speaks or acts with a pure thought, happiness follows him, like a shadow that never leaves him. He abused me, he beat me, he defeated me, he robbed me. In those who harbor such thoughts, hatred will never cease. He abused me, he beat me, he defeated me, he robbed me. In those who do not harbor such thoughts, hatred will cease. For hatred does not cease by hatred at any time. Hatred ceases by love. This is an old rule. The world does not know that we must all come to an end here, but those who know it, their quarrels cease at once. He who lives looking for pleasures only, his senses uncontrolled, immoderate in his food, idle and weak, Mara, the tempter, will certainly overthrow him, as the wind throws down a weak tree. He who lives without looking for pleasures, his senses well controlled, moderate in his food, faithful and strong, him Mara will certainly not overthrow, any more than the wind throws down a rocky mountain. He who wishes to put on the yellow dress without having cleansed himself from sin, who disregards temperance and truth, is unworthy of the yellow dress. But he who has cleansed himself from sin, is well grounded in all virtues, and regards also temperance and truth, he is indeed worthy of the yellow dress. They who imagine truth in untruth, and see untruth in truth, never arrive at truth, but follow vain desires. They who know truth in truth, and untruth in untruth, arrive at truth, and follow true desires. As rain breaks through an ill-thatched house, passion will break through an unreflecting mind. As rain does not break through a well-thatched house, passion will not break through a well-reflecting mind. The evildoer mourns in this world, and he mourns in the next. He mourns in both. He mourns and sighs when he sees the evil of his own work. The virtuous man delights in this world, and he delights in the next. He delights in both. He delights and rejoices when he sees the purity of his own work. The evildoer suffers in this world, and he suffers in the next. He suffers in both. He suffers when he thinks of the evil he has done. He suffers more when going on the evil path. The virtuous man is happy in this world, and he is happy in the next. He is happy in both. He is happy when he thinks of the good he has done. He is still more happy when going on the good path. The thoughtless man, even if he can recite a large portion of the law, but is not the doer of it, has no share in the priesthood, but is like a cowherd counting the cows of others. The follower of the law, even if he can recite only a small portion of it, but having forsaken passion and hatred and foolishness, possesses true knowledge and serenity of mind, he caring for nothing in this world or that to come, has indeed a share in the priesthood. Chapter 2. On Earnestness. Earnestness is the path of immortality, nirvana. Thoughtlessness, the path of death. Those who are in earnest do not die. Those who are thoughtless are as if dead already. Those who are advanced in earnestness, having understood this clearly, delight in earnestness and rejoice in the knowledge of the Arias, the end. These wise people, meditative, steady, always possessed of strong powers, attain to nirvana, the highest happiness. If an earnest person has roused himself, if he is not forgetful, if his deeds are pure, if he acts with consideration, if he restrains himself and lives according to law, then his glory will increase. By rousing himself, by earnestness, by restraint and control, the wise man may make for himself an island which no flood can overwhelm. Fools follow after vanity, men of evil wisdom. The wise man keeps earnestness as his best jewel. Follow not after vanity, nor after the enjoyment of love and lust. He who is earnest and meditative obtains ample joy. When the learned man drives away vanity by earnestness, he, the wise, climbing the terraced heights of wisdom, looks down upon the fools. Serene he looks upon the toiling crowd, as one that stands on a mountain looks down upon them that stand upon the plain. Earnest among the thoughtless, awake among the sleepers, the wise man advances like a racer, leaving behind the hack. By earnestness did Magavan, Indra, rise to the lordship of the gods. People praise earnestness. Thoughtlessness is always blamed. A bhikshu, mendicant, who delights in earnestness, who looks with fear on thoughtlessness, moves about like fire, burning all his fetters, small or large. A bhikshu, mendicant, who delights in reflection, who looks with fear on thoughtlessness, cannot fall away from his perfect state. He is close upon nirvana. Chapter 3. Thought. As a fletcher makes straight his arrow, a wise man makes straight his trembling and unsteady thought, which is difficult to guard, difficult to hold back. As a fish taken from his watery home and thrown on dry ground, our thought trembles all over in order to escape the dominion of Mara, the tempter. It is good to tame the mind, which is difficult to hold in and flighty, rushing wherever it listeth. A tamed mind brings happiness. Let the wise man guard his thoughts, for they are difficult to perceive, very artful, and they rush wherever they list. Thoughts well guarded bring happiness. Those who bridle their mind, which travels far, moves about alone, is without a body, and hides in the chamber of the heart, will be free from the bonds of Mara, the tempter. If a man's thoughts are unsteady, if he does not know the true law, if his peace of mind is troubled, his knowledge will never be perfect. If a man's thoughts are not dissipated, if his mind is not perplexed, if he has ceased to think of good or evil, then there is no fear for him while he is watchful. Knowing that this body is fragile like a jar, and making this thought firm like a fortress, one should attack Mara the tempter with the weapon of knowledge. One should watch him when conquered, and should never rest. Before long, alas, this body will lie on the earth, despised, without understanding, like a useless log. Whatever a hater may do to a hater, nor an enemy to an enemy, a wrongly directed mind will do us greater mischief. Not a mother, not a father will do so much, nor any other relative. A well-directed mind will do us greater service. Chapter 4. Flowers. Who shall overcome this earth, and the world of Yama, the lord of the departed, and the world of the gods? Who shall find out the plainly shown path of virtue, as a clever man finds out the right flower? The disciple will overcome the earth, and the world of Yama, and the world of the gods. The disciple will find the plainly shown path of virtue, as a clever man finds out the right flower. He who knows that this body is like froth, and has learned that it is as unsubstantial as a mirage, will break the flower-pointed arrow of Mara, and never see the king of death. Death carries off a man who is gathering flowers and whose mind is distracted, as a flood carries off a sleeping village. Death subdues a man who is gathering flowers and whose mind is distracted, before he is satiated in his pleasures. As the bee collects nectar and departs without injuring the flower or its colour or scent, so let the sage dwell in his village. Not the perversities of others, not their sins of commission or omission, but his own misdeeds and negligences should a sage take notice of. Like a beautiful flower, full of colour but without scent, are the fine but fruitless words of him who does not act accordingly. But like a beautiful flower, full of colour and full of scent, are the fine and fruitful words of him who acts accordingly. As many kinds of wreaths can be made from a heap of flowers, so many good things may be achieved by a mortal when once he is born. The scent of flowers does not travel against the wind, nor that of sandalwood or of tagara and malika flowers, but the odour of good people travels even against the wind. A good man pervades every place. Sandalwood or tagara, a lotus flower or a vasiki, among these sorts of perfumes, the perfume of virtue is unsurpassed. Mean is the scent that comes from tagara and sandalwood. The perfume of those who possess virtue rises up to the gods as the highest. Of the people who possess these virtues, who live without thoughtlessness, and who are emancipated through true knowledge, Mara, the tempter, never finds the way. As on a heap of rubbish cast upon the highway, the lily will grow full of sweet perfume and delight. Thus, the disciple of the truly enlightened Buddha shines forth by his knowledge among those who are like rubbish, among the people that walk in darkness. Chapter 5. The Fool. Long is the night to him who is awake. Long is a mile to him who is tired. Long is life to the foolish who do not know the true law. If a traveller does not meet with one who is his better or his equal, let him firmly keep to his solitary journey. There is no companionship with a fool. These sons belong to me, and this wealth belongs to me. With such thoughts, a fool is tormented. He himself does not belong to himself, how much less sons and wealth. The fool who knows his foolishness is wise at least so far, but a fool who thinks himself wise, he is a fool indeed. If a fool be associated with a wise man, even all his life, he will perceive the truth as little as a spoon perceives the taste of soup. If an intelligent man be associated for 1 minute only with a wise man, he will soon perceive the truth, as the tongue perceives the taste of soup. Fools of little understanding have themselves for their greatest enemies, for they do evil deeds which must bear bitter fruits. That deed is not well done, of which a man must repent, and the reward of which he receives crying and with a tearful face. No, that deed is well done, of which a man does not repent, and the reward of which he receives gladly and cheerfully. As long as the evil deed does not bear fruit, the fool thinks it is like honey, but when it ripens, then the fool suffers grief. Let a fool, month after month, eat his food, like an ascetic, with the tip of a blade of kusa grass. Yet he is not worth the 16th particle of those who have well weighed the law. An evil deed, like newly drawn milk, does not turn suddenly. Smouldering, like fire covered by ashes, it follows the fool. And when the evil deed, after it has become known, brings sorrow to the fool, then it destroys his bright lot. Nay, it cleaves his head. Let the fool wish for a false reputation, for precedence among the bhikshus, for lordship in the convents, for worship among other people. May both the layman and he who has left the world think that this is done by me. May they be subject to me in everything which is to be done or is not to be done. Thus is the mind of the fool, and his desire and pride increase. One is the road that leads to wealth, another the road that leads to nirvana. If the bhikshu, the disciple of Buddha, has learnt this, he will not yearn for honour, he will strive after separation from the world. Chapter 6. The Wise Man, or Pandita. If you see an intelligent man who tells you where true treasures are to be found, who shows you what is to be avoided, and administers reproofs, follow that wise man. It will be better, not worse, for those who follow him. Let him admonish, let him teach, let him forbid what is improper. He will be beloved of the good, by the bad he will be hated. Do not have evildoers for friends. Do not have low people for friends. Have virtuous people for friends. Have for friends the best of men. He who drinks in the law lives happily with a serene mind. The sage rejoices always in the law, as preached by the elect, the Arias. Well makers lead the water wherever they like. Fletchers bend the arrow. Carpenters bend a log of wood. Wise people fashion themselves. A solid rock is not shaken by the wind. Wise people falter not amidst blame and praise. Wise people, after they have listened to the laws, become serene, like a deep, smooth, and still lake.
These suck.
Good people walk on
Is that
whatever
my friend?
befall.
So the watermelon.
The good do not prattle, longing for pleasure, Whether touched by happiness or sorrow, wise people never appear elated or depressed. If, whether for his own sake or for the sake of others, a man wishes neither for a son, nor for wealth, nor for lordship, and if he does not wish for his own success by unfair means, then he is good, wise, and virtuous. Few are there among men who arrive at the other shore, become arhats. The other people here run up and down the shore. But those who, when the law has been well preached to them, follow the law, will pass across the dominion of death, however difficult to overcome. A wise man should leave the dark state of ordinary life and follow the bright state of the bhikshu. After going from his home to a homeless state, he should, in his retirement, look for enjoyment where there seemed to be no enjoyment. Leaving all pleasures behind and calling nothing his own, the wise man should purge himself from all the troubles of the mind. Those whose mind is well grounded in the 7 elements of knowledge, who, without clinging to anything, rejoice in freedom from attachment, whose appetites have been conquered, and who are full of light, are free even in this world. Chapter 7. The Venerable, or Arhat. There is no suffering for him who has finished his journey and abandoned grief, who has freed himself on all sides and thrown off all fetters. They depart with their thoughts well collected. They are not happy in their abode, like swans who have left their lake. They leave their house and home. Men who have no riches, who live on recognized food, who have perceived void and the unconditioned freedom of nirvana, their path is difficult to understand, like that of birds in the air. He whose appetites are stilled, who is not absorbed in enjoyment, who has perceived void and the unconditioned freedom of nirvana, his path is difficult to understand, like that of birds in the air. The gods even envy him whose senses, like horses well broken in by the driver, have been subdued, who is free from pride and free from appetites. Such a one who does his duty is tolerant like the earth, like Indra's bolt. He is like a lake without mud. No new births are in store for him. His thought is quiet. Quiet are his word and deed, when he has obtained freedom by true knowledge, when he has thus become a quiet man. The man who is free from credulity, but knows the uncreated, who has cut all ties, removed all temptations, renounced all desires, he is the greatest of men. In a hamlet or in a forest, or in the deep water or on the dry land, wherever venerable persons, arhanta, dwell, that place is delightful. Forests are delightful. Where the world finds no delight, there the passionless will find delight, for they look not for pleasures. Chapter 8. The Thousands. Even though a speech be 1,000 words, but made up of senseless words, one word of sense is better, which if a man hears, he becomes quiet. Even though a gatha, poem, be 1,000 words, but made up of senseless words, one word of a gatha is better, which if a man hears, he becomes quiet. Though a man recite 100 gathas, made up of senseless words, one word of the law is better, which if a man hears, he becomes quiet. If one man conquer in battle 1,000 times thousands men, and if another conquer himself, he is the greatest of conquerors. One's own self conquered is better than all other people. Not even a god, a Gandharva, not Mara with Brahman could change into defeat the victory of a man who has vanquished himself and always lives under restraint. If a man for 100 years sacrifice month after month with 1,000, and if he but for one moment
I know a lot of
homage to
people
a man
who deem
whose
to
soul
hire
is
someone
in
great
knowledge,
hate the
better
interview
is that
process
homage
more than they
who
hate their
sacrifice for
acts.
100 years.
Guess what? Zipper
If a
career
man
has
for 100
cracked
years
the
worship Agni,
Their resume.
fire, in the forest, and if he but for one moment pay homage to a man whose soul is grounded in true knowledge, better is that homage than sacrifice for 100 years. Whatever a man sacrifice in this world as an offering or as an oblation for a whole year in order to gain merit, the whole of it is not worth a farthing. Reverence shown to the righteous is better. He who always greets and constantly reveres the aged, 4 things will increase to him: life, beauty, happiness, power. But he who lives 100 years, vicious and unrestrained, a life of one day is better if a man is virtuous and perfecting. And he who lives 100 years, ignorant and unrestrained, a life of one day is better if a man is wise and reflecting. And he who lives 100 years, idle and weak, a life of one day is better if a man has attained firm strength. And he who lives 100 years, not seeing beginning and end, a life of one day is better if a man sees beginning and end. And he who lives 100 years, not seeing the immortal place, A life of one day is better if a man sees the immortal place. And he who lives 100 years, not seeing the highest law, a life of one day is better if a man sees the highest law. Chapter 9. Evil. If a man would hasten towards the good, he should keep his thought away from evil. If a man does what is good slothfully, his mind delights in evil. If a man commits a sin, let him not do it again. Let him not delight in sin. Pain is the outcome of evil. If a man does what is good, let him do it again. Let him delight in it. Happiness is the outcome of good. Even an evildoer sees happiness as long as his evil deed has not ripened. But when his evil deed has ripened, then does the evildoer see evil. Even a good man sees evil days as long as his good deed has not ripened. But when his good deed has ripened, then does the good man see happy days. Let no man think lightly of evil, saying in his heart, "It will not come nigh unto me." Even by the falling of water drops, a water pot is filled. The fool becomes full of evil, even if he gather it little by little. Let no man think lightly of good, saying in his heart, "It will not come nigh unto me." Even by the falling of water drops, a water pot is filled. The wise man becomes full of good, even if he gather it little by little. Let a man avoid these as a merchant, who has few companions and carries much wealth, avoids a dangerous road. As a man who loves life, he who has no wound in his hand may touch poison with his hand. Poisonous and effective, who has no wound. Nor is there evil, does not commit.
I know that your
If a man
record is
offend a
exposed,
harmless,
and
pure
you
and innocent
understand
person,
and born on
the
it,
evil
you
falls
feel
back
smart,
upon
but
that
you've made a
fool,
mistake.
like light
Smothered
dust
in
thrown
coal
up against the
will put
wind.
fire out, but
Some
the
people
temperature
are
will
more
eventually
forgiving.
increase. It will come
Evildoers
down.
go to hell. Righteous people go to heaven. Those who are free from all
You
worldly
don't have a month,
desires
have approximately
attain
2
nirvana.
days. And when it does,
Not in the
it's going to
sky,
hit
not
these
in the
tanks,
midst of the
lots of
sea,
pools,
not
lots
if
of
we
water.
enter the clefts of the mountains, and known certain the whole world, where a man may be free even if
Each of these points here,
not in the sky, not in the midst of the sea,
I'm
not if he enters
guessing
the
that
clefts of the
five
mountains, and known certain the whole world, where death will not overcome.
What? 50.
Chapter 10. Punishment. All men tremble at punishment. All men fear death. Remember that you are like unto them, and do not kill, nor cause slaughter. All men tremble at punishment. All men love life. Remember that you are like unto them, and do not kill, nor cause slaughter. He who, seeking his own happiness, punishes or kills beings who also long for happiness, will not find happiness after death. He who, seeking his own happiness, does not punish or kill beings who also long for happiness, will find happiness after death. Do not speak harshly to anybody. Those who are spoken to will answer thee in the same way. Angry speech is painful. Blows for blows will touch thee. If, like a shattered metal gong, you utter not, then you have reached nirvana. Contention is not known to you. As a cowherd with his staff drives his cows into the stable, so do age and death drive the life of men. A fool does not know when he commits his evil deeds, but the wicked man burns by his own deeds, as if burnt by fire. He who inflicts pain on innocent and harmless persons will soon come to one of these 10 states. He will have cruel suffering, loss, injury of the body, heavy affliction or loss of mind, or a misfortune coming from the king, or a fearful accusation, or loss of relations, or destruction of treasures, or lightning fire will burn his houses, and when his body is destroyed, the fool will go to hell. Not nakedness, not plaited hair, not dirt, not fasting or lying on the earth, not rubbing with dust, not sitting motionless, can purify a mortal who has not overcome desires. He who, though dressed in fine apparel, exercises tranquility, is quiet, subdued, restrained, chaste, and has ceased to find fault with all other beings, he indeed is a Brahmana, an ascetic, Sramana, a friar, bhikshu. Is there in this world any man so restrained by humility that he does not mind reproof, as a well-trained horse the whip? Like a well-trained horse, when touched by the whip, be you active and lively, and by faith, by virtue, by energy, by meditation, by discernment of the law, you will overcome this great pain of reproof, perfect in knowledge and in behavior, and never forgetful. Well-makers lead the water wherever they like. Fletchers bend the arrow, carpenters bend a log of wood. Good people fashion themselves. Chapter 11. Old Age. How is their laughter? How is their joy? Or is this world always burning? Why do you not seek a light, you who are surrounded by darkness? Look at this dressed up lump, covered with wounds, joined together, sickly, full of many thoughts, which has no strength, no hold. This body is wasted, full of sickness and frail. This heap of corruption breaks into pieces. Life indeed ends in death. Those white bones, those gourds thrown away in autumn, what pleasure is there in looking at them? After a stronghold has been made of the bones, it is covered with flesh and blood. There dwell in it old age and death, pride and deceit. The brilliant chariots of kings are destroyed. The body also approaches destruction, but the virtue of good people never approaches destruction. Thus do the good say to the good. Looking for the maker of this tabernacle shall have to run through a course of many births, so long as I do not find it, and painful is birth again and again. But now, maker of the tabernacle, you have been seen. You shall not make this tabernacle again. All thy rafters are broken, thy rich hole is sundered. The mind, approaching the eternal, Visankara, Nirvana, has attained to the extinction of all desires. Men who have not observed the discipline, will gain treasure in their youth, perish like old herons in the lake without fear. Men who have not observed proper discipline and have not gained treasure in their youth, lie like broken bows, sighing after the past.
That's not the right thing to do. That's not the right thing to do, right? Like,
Chapter 12. Self.
that's not the right
If the man holds himself dear, let him watch himself carefully. During more than least out of the three watches, the wise man should be watchful. Let each man direct himself first in what is proper, then let him teach others. Thus a wise man will not suffer. If a man make himself as he teaches others to be, then, being himself well subdued, he may subdue others. One's own self is indeed difficult to subdue. Self is the lord of self. Who else could be the lord? With self well subdued, a man finds a lord such as few can find. The evil done by oneself, self-begotten, self-bred, crushes the foolish, as a diamond breaks a precious stone. He whose wickedness is very great brings himself down to the state where his enemy wishes him to be, as a creeper does with the tree which it surrounds. Bad deeds and deeds hurtful to ourselves are easy to do. What is beneficial and good, that is very difficult to do. The foolish man who scorns the rule of the venerable, Arahat, of the elect, Arya, of the virtuous, and follows false doctrines, he bears fruits to his own destruction, like the fruits of the